Now, I'm really looking forward to this next bit then. You've watched the show. You know what's coming next. You're going to tell us something that we otherwise wouldn't know about you. So I'm going to ask, did you know that Ian Campbell...
Ian Campbell was in it's an interesting one, actually. I was in a hotel in Manhattan Beach, California. And end of the day, sat down, glass of wine, reading a magazine, and a guy sat down across from me, not unlike we are right now. And he was working away on his laptop. And I kind of made eye contact. He said, and at one point I said, are you having fun or are you doing some work? And he said, I'm actually working on a screenplay. And well, no, that's kind of neat. He said, yeah, I'm a bit of a writer. And that's kind of neat. And he goes, yeah. And he pulls out his duffel bag and he pulls out a book. And it's got sticky notes all the way through it with a big Random House, not for distribution on the front. And he goes, here, read this. And I'm reading it. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then my helicopter landed in my front yard and I had to get the security guys to clean it up so my wife didn't find out. He goes, read this. And it's and then I tried to attack the stewardess on the private plane, so they strapped me into with seatbelts, and I woke up in Zurich. I said, well, this is quite a storyline. He goes, yeah, so what's it about? He goes, my name's Jordan Belfort. I owe the IRS $93 million, and I'm writing a book so I can make all my money back. And I didn't know who he was at that point in time. Found out later he was, of course, the Wolf of Wall Street. And we talked for about 2 hours. I didn't really know who he was. And exchanged phone numbers. I was down again a month later and got together with him. And by then, the actual book had come out. And so I got him to sign the book. And and at that point in time, he had shown me this Variety magazine article where Pitt and DiCaprio were bidding on the Wolf of Wall Street screenplay. At which point he said, that's the screenplay I was writing when you and I talked. So he's a friend of mine on Facebook now. And we chat back and forth every now and then. But yeah, kind of a chance meeting at a hotel.
I've seen him on stage down at the XL.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. It's
one of my favorite films.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. Yeah.
Did you learn anything from him?
I think really he has very much of a don't give up attitude. It's sort of I'm just going to do this. Interestingly enough, one of
Sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen, that's right. But funnily enough, when he was in prison, his roommate was actually Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong. And I said, come on, you've got to be kidding me. Because all I could think of in the back of my head was Tommy Chong in his standard kind of drawl going, come on, man, you got to make a movie, man. And I just kept thinking about that. But ultimately, he did make the movie. So here's a guy who, he'd made something out of himself. He went down to absolutely ground zero, and he built it back up again. And so, like everyone, we've all got challenges in our lives, but I think the one thing I'd learned from that is that, keep on smiling, keep moving forward.
Brilliant. Ian, it's been wonderful seeing you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.